Hey, what is going on, everybody, over on One End Gaming? This is Saber6, and today what we have for you is a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. This is one of the world's highest gun streaks in Modern Warfare 3. This is a 73 gun streak, solo, on the map, interchange, 6v6 by myself. I don't know how I did it, but since I did do it, and I'm a commentator, somewhat, I mean, I'm pretty good at Modern Warfare 3, but that's... I'm not great, but I'm not terrible either. So, let's leave an early like for me because, you know, this is a pretty sick gameplay, to be quite honest. You don't see many of these in the community. There's only, I think, 4 or 5 maybe on super small maps, you know, Dome, Hard Hat. I think there's one on Bootleg or something, but they're not this kind of size of map, I guess. So, leave an early like for me. I would really appreciate it. So would everybody in the clan. I really hope that you guys do enjoy this gameplay. If so, you know, comment down below. Comment down if you want to see more MW3. I'm down to bring you guys some more MW3 as long as I can get more MW3 gameplays. But anyway, let's get into the commentary. So today what I want to talk about, I plan on doing these commentaries on my channel as well, but I figure, you know what? Let's give you guys kind of a preview. So I used to be a scout for, I think, 10 years maybe? Something, maybe even 10 to 12, I think. Somewhere around there. 10 to 12 years, and I was like really into it, and I'm just going to go into a couple stories that I've had from being a scout. So this one is from, we were actually in a, I don't know, like a rock climbing place, and there was a guy named, let's say, Gustav. Not his name at all, by the way. Like, that's actually not his name, so just clarifying that. So let's just say his name is Gustav. So Gustav is, you know, he's a pretty big boy. This was when I was maybe 10, I think, somewhere around there. I was around 10, and I'm a pretty big guy, and I was a pretty big guy for 10, but he was, I think, 12, maybe even older. He was pretty old, not like old, like my age now. He was just, I don't know. Anyway, so he decided, while I was going to go up the climbing wall, he decided, hey, you wanna come up here, because there's like a little stairway to a little tiny rock climbing wall up, I don't know, on like a loft or whatever. And he decided to come over, and he's like, hey man, you wanna go up there and fight, because there was like padding kind of stuff on the bottom of it, because it was like, I guess it was kind of like a dome, so you could go on top of it, and if you fell, obviously you don't want to get injured, so they have pads down there. He's like, yeah man, let's go up there. And I was like, no, why would I want to do that ever? Because, I mean, like, he's older than me, he's bigger than me, he's not the skinniest guy either. I mean, I'm not going to say I could have beat him, but I'm not going to say that I couldn't have. I mean, I feel like I feel like he wouldn't have been the best fighter out there. I mean, I wouldn't have thrown punches or anything, he probably would have, but I most likely would have dodged it and, I don't know, grabbed him or something, kneed him or something, and then shoved him to the ground and say, let's not do this ever again. And then he probably would have cried to his mommy and all that kind of stuff. Or he would have punched me in the face and I would have cried to my mommy. Either way, somebody's going to cry to their mother. And, you know, it's going to be unfortunate. So anyway, so he decided to tell me that. And I said no at first. And then he came back. And he's like, hey man, why don't you want to fight? And he started to push me around and stuff. So I turned around, you know, I gave him a shove or whatever. And I'm like, no man, I'm not fighting you. It's not going to happen. So he left again, and at this point, I was like, dude, I'm not going to fight you. Like, it's just not going to happen. In my head, I was going through it. I was like, okay, what would happen if I did fight him? You know, all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, no, it's just nothing good is going to come from this. So I thought, you know what? Nope, not going to happen. If he comes back, I'm not going to do it. So, you know, I'm up there. I'm climbing the wall, having a good time. This was, again, back when, I don't know why we did this, but it was just our whole scout group that did it. And, we're all just at this rock climbing wall, and I'm a pretty big guy, so getting up, I used to love rock climbing, actually, and it was fun, to be quite honest, but I was never good at, like, with the way that the wall was, there's, like, a little top area on top of the wall that you could just chill at and stuff, and I was always trying to get up on top of there, and man, dude, I couldn't do it, because the way that they had it was, it's kind of like, how do you explain it? It goes straight up, and then it curves outwards, so you have to go kind of like upside down and then pull yourself up, and that's just something that I was too big and too weak to do. There was no way that was going to happen. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you did, leave a like I said before. If you did enjoy the commentary and gameplay, come check me out. That's about it. Peace.